Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It has been a hot minute, but I am back. Today, we're going to be talking about 21 Savage. He recently just dropped his newest album, What Happened to the Streets, and I have one question for you. Rhetorical, by the way. What happened to 21 Savage? Because this album, in my opinion, was very disappointing. However, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. It looks like a lot of rappers this year want to compete for the worst album of the year. And in my opinion, this isn't like the worst album I listened to. So it's unfortunate I can't give him the win for that, but I could put him maybe in honorable mentions for worst albums of the year. But in my opinion, this one just felt flat to me. I don't think the album was like bad necessarily, but I do think it was pretty mediocre. And that is not something you want to hear with 21 Savage. Because when we talk about 21 Savage, we think of a rapper who tends to put out quality. Yes, his music is repetitious, I will say that. But practically every rapper is repetitive. But that's usually not my issue. My issue is like, if you want to be repetitive, try to make it good. Like, you could be repetitive and be good. Like, that's just how it is. Like, rappers like Da Baby is repetitive, but he just stopped putting out good music. That's just the issue, right? You can be repetitive, but as long as you're good, it doesn't matter, right? However, in this case, I don't think that was the issue with him being repetitive. I think the issue was just like the album was just all over the place. I don't think that's a good thing in this case. Um, Considering 21 Savage's like last three albums were very good. You have American Dream, and then you have Her Loss, of course, and then you had Savage Mode 2, and then you have like I Am Greater Than I Was, and all those other albums, which in my opinion, all of them were like at least a 7 and above out of the 10 out of 10. So it's like, well, I don't really know where the quality went, but it seems like, again, everyone in hip hop, everyone and their mama wants to have the worst album of the year. Like, for me personally, my least favorite album I listened to this year has been A Futuristic Summer, which is funny because, you know, Metro Boomin also was on this album, but let's be honest, that album was terrible. Anyone, and anything can produce a better album than A Futuristic Summer. I'm sorry, but whatever Metro Boomin did with that, curating that album with who's gonna be on there and all that stuff. It just wasn't good. But let's talk about the album here. I listened to the album, What Happened to the Streets. It's about 14 songs and 47 minutes. Off the jump, it really seemed like it was a good sign because I was like, oh, it's a shorter album. That's usually a good thing because a lot of rappers like to bloat up their albums because they want to boost sales, labels want to make more money, it's for the algorithm, all that shit. But at the end of the day, I don't care about that stuff. I'm just a fan. I know you want to sell good first week, but no one really cares about that stuff anymore because it's not very real and it's pretty fabricated these days. So just like no one really cares about that stuff anymore. But overall, this album's really short. In my opinion, this is like a great, perfect length of an album, so I will give him that. But overall, this album wasn't good. I saved about 2 songs out of 14, so take it as you will. Again, I don't think this album is bad. I just think it's very, very boring. And one of the complaints I have for this album is the beats. The beats just felt kind of random. Like, yeah, sure, it's not your generic trap beats, but they are just feel misplaced. Like, they just didn't belong for this album. When you're talking about what happened to the streets for the album title, it just doesn't seem like you would want to like put some really weird ass beats on here because that's what I feel like I got. Like when I look on here, how many the features he has on here is like Young Nudie, he's got Lotto, he's got Drake, Glorilla, G Herbo, Metro Boomin, Lil Baby, and Jawan Harris. And the only songs I really liked was Jump Out With Your Hoe and I Wish. And that was it. Like, I really tried liking all these other tracks. Obviously, I was most anticipated for the Drake feature, but I'm sorry, but that song wasn't good. Glorilla, she's been killing it with features, but this song also just wasn't for me. Metro Boomin song, I was forgettable already, and I just didn't care. Lil Baby's on here too, but like, come on, Lil Baby's washed. Lil Baby hasn't dropped anything good in like the past 3 years, so I mean, that's just how it is. So, just another disappointing album, which, like, I mean, if you just watch people talk about and react to hip hop albums this year, it's just a trend where rappers are just dropping bullshit. It's just mediocre stuff that no one really cares about. Again, it comes and goes. We're on one thing and then we move on to the next thing. And that's just how it is. That's how life is, and that's just how this music is. It's like fast food music that people like to compare it to. That's an analogy that people like to use for some music like this, and that's just simply what it is. And I just don't see myself really going back to these songs besides Jump Out With Your Hoe and I Wish. I Wish was a great track. However, I do find it very funny that he's over here saying like, because the whole theme of the song is like him talking about rappers that passed away. He referenced like Juice WRLD, Nipsey Hussle, and this motherfucker also referenced King Von, that demon ass motherfucker who's a genuine killer. Was like, oh, I really wish you just never went to the club. It's like, really, dude, this guy was a demon, and you're wishing that whatever. But yeah, no, I just at the end of the day, it's just another album. Like hip hop is just it's dead. Like I'm just gonna straight up say it to you. Like that's all I listen to. But like lately I've been listening to pop music because well pop music from the 2010s. But recent rap, it's just not hitting. I'm sorry, it's not hitting. And it probably will never hit again as much as it used to. Because the genre simply is dying. And that's okay. I still love talking about it, so I'm going to keep talking about it. I don't care if it gets better or worse, because at the end of the day, this is what I like to do. This is what I love to talk about, and this is what I'm going to talk about. And I'm happy to be back because I fucking miss this shit. And I'm gonna keep doing this, hopefully, consistently again. Things happen with school and everything, so that's why I had to take a break from it. But the semester is over, and I should be good to go for the next month. So hopefully there'll be a lot more videos. I genuinely fucking miss this shit. Hopefully I'm gonna be talking about a lot more other people because I know Uzi was dropping stuff. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with ASAP Rocky. Obviously stuff with Drake's album that never happened. I think there's another trailer or some shit like the album little rollout thing he's doing with the live stream stuff. There's a lot of stuff I have missed, and I will try my best to talk about it. Like Lil Baby dropped the album too. That wasn't good, but like let's be honest here, it's Lil Baby. He hasn't made good since 2021, but there's like some stuff that's happening. Like, you know, Cardi went on tour and stuff like that. A lot of stuff is happening, but today I just want to talk about 21 Savage because well, that's like the most recent album I just listened to. And that's what I'm going to talk about. And there's going to be a bunch of other things I'm going to talk about in the future. But yeah, no. Genre of rap itself has been pretty mediocre the past like 2 years, I'd say so. Basically, the last peak I saw of any excitement and enthusiasm was the Drake and Kendrick beef, and now that is almost 2 years old. So now that this gap has keep expanding from it, it's starting to like really sink in that it's like, yeah, this genre is like very like stagnant right now. It's like not moving, it's not declining. I mean, it has declined a lot. I think it has declined like this and it has just plateaued. And it is just stagnant and it has been constant for the past year or so. Um I don't know who's gonna take the next step, push this thing forward. I said GID, but it seems like people just don't care enough to listen to him. So I just don't know. GID had my album of the year, but does that really matter? People just don't even listen to it. I mean, sure, but it's not gonna revive a whole fucking genre. I'm sorry, but it's not. But yeah, that's all I have for today, and hopefully more exciting stuff happens. I mean, I care, but I don't care. I mean, I like talking about it, but it's like it doesn't affect me. But I hope things get better for people who want to make music and stuff like that. I know it is a fun thing for people to do, but if you're going into rap, you might want to pick a different genre. Maybe go into country. A lot of rappers are collabing with country artists now. So, you may want to dabble into that. Um, but yeah, 21 Savage dropped a mediocre album, but it seems like every rapper is following the trend of dropping mediocre shit. This genre is practically dead.